Petme, who exactly are these contactors of yours we're supposed to be meeting? We've been here for over a day and we still haven't seen anyone. I was told by my contactors when we escaped Scarif to meet him at this exact point. They're sending someone to meet with us.
I hope this isn't some trap sent by the Empire to capture us all. Relax, Ratchet. Amidala is wise, and she knows exactly who to trust.
You must be the person my contactors have sent me to collect. Is your name Padme Amidala? And is this your small team that my contactors have been talking about? Yes, that is correct, and this is indeed my team. May I ask who you are? The name's Leia Organa, and I've been sent by your contactors to collect you. Leia? Oh, your name's Leia? That is correct.
Leia? That name sounds familiar. Wasn't that the name of your... Bumblebee, not now.
We better get a move on. You guys can make yourselves at home at our new Yavin 4 outpost.
Do you find it weird that we're making home on another planet that's not Scarif? I'll say it's a little weird, but at least we ain't got the Empire attacking us. You are right on that, Hound. I guess. Padme, you gave your daughter the name Leia when she was born, and that woman's name was called Leia. Do you think she might be your daughter?
It's a very strong possibility. We gave your daughter to Bail Organa, and her second name is Organa. I believe she is your daughter, Padme. Even if she is, I can't tell her that now. She'll be devastated with me. Worse, she'll be very angry with me.
Bumblebee and Ahsoka are right. She deserves to know the truth. Wouldn't it be better to know that her mother is alive rather than dead? Ratchet is right. She deserves to know. When we found out you were alive, we wasn't angry. We was relieved.
That's completely different, Bumblebee. You guys are my friends. She's my daughter. I'm pretty sure she'll have it worse than you guys did.
Bumblebee and Ratchet are right. But this whole situation between you and your daughter, Amidala, we need to let slide for now. I see there's a more important task at hand. What is it we need to do, Optimus? Turns out we're not the first Autobots to step foot on this planet, Ratchet. The Princess wants us to meet the other Autobot allies they have recruited.
That is correct. These two Autobots joined before you guys did. So allow me to introduce the other Autobots that are part of the rebellion.
What's up, you buggers? Crosshairs is the name. I know there are other Autobots out in the galaxy, so who you guys might be? Sensei, Autobot Drift is the name. It is an honor to meet you, Optimus Prime. The blue one needs to work on his manners.
Yes, very rude, in my opinion.
Greetings, young Autobots. If you know who I am, then you should know that you will be taking orders from me from now on.
No need to worry, Optimus. I've informed them about that. They are fully aware, and you'll get used to Crosshair's snarky comments.
Allow me to introduce my fellow Autobots. Autobot Scout Bumblebee, my medical officer Ratchet, RC, and Hound. It's a pleasure to meet you, new fellow Autobots.
Okay, it's nice to introduce ourselves, but can you tell us what exactly is going on? We've been here for the past 6 months and barely anything new has happened. Of course. Would you like to follow me to the conference room? I'll inform you on what exactly is going on. Your Highness, so what exactly have we been summoned here for? I'm going to assume it has something to do with the Empire. That is correct, RC. We have confirmation that the Empire is creating a huge weapon capable of destroying entire planets. Destroying entire planets? I know the Empire has a lot of resources, but they can't be that insane to create a weapon like that.
We believe this ultimate weapon is almost at completion, and when it is, we fear that all is lost.
This does sound like huge bad news, but what exactly do you want us to do about it?
We want your team to find out information on this weapon. Weak points, the construction, what it's made of, anything that will help us find out how to stop it.
If we are going on a mission to find out how to stop a weapon capable of destroying planets, then it's a mission we'll accept. If you want my team to find out information on this new weapon, do you have any Imperial locations, outposts, camps, anywhere?
We have a couple of systems. Araxis Prime is one of them, holding the least amount of security on their outposts. You should have easy access to their bases.
Access Prime. That is a system I'm quite familiar with. If you're going to take some of us with you, Optimus, it's best that you take me along with you. Consider that a yes, old friend. I'll think about who else we'll take along. We don't need the whole team.
A weapon capable of destroying an entire planet. The Empire is evil, but now I think they've just lost their minds. The Empire lost their minds ages ago. If they really are creating a weapon like this, then we need to destroy it. I agree with you, Hera. I just still find it hard to believe. Drift, I don't know what your history is for the Empire, but do you really believe that they will create a weapon capable of destroying planets?
As a warrior, I have encountered the Empire many times, and they are quite cruel to innocent civilians. So I believe they could create a weapon that destroys planets. And as a warrior, I will fight to the death to destroy it. All you do is yap on about your honor, Drift. I mean, whose orders are you really following here? Doesn't sound like you're following the princess's orders here. Some of you should know the crosshairs. My loyalty is to the princess, and I would always be following her orders even after the Empire has burned to the ground.
I know you'll always remain loyal to me, Drift. And Crosshairs, I told you to stop teasing Drift about his honor.
I'm sorry, my lady. I just can't help it sometimes.
We've received word from Optimus and Ratchet that we're going to Araxis Prime to find out information on this new weapon of the Empire's. So, who goes?
We have decided to take half of the team. I will go, along with Ratchet, Bumblebee, Ahsoka, and Jin. That will be it for now.
So, what's the rest of us supposed to do? Sit here and make ourselves at home? We at least gotta have a part in this mission somehow.
I'm afraid not, RC. We don't need to take the whole team for a mission this small. Don't worry, this doesn't mean you're unfit for service.
Well, that's good to know. I mean, where would you be without me, Bee? Amidala, you've been very quiet around me since you arrived here. Is everything alright? Leia, sweetheart, princess, I want to go on the mission with Optimus too. Optimus already has more than enough for the mission. Are you sure? Yes, I'm, certain. Optimus, allow me to come with you to Raxus Prime. I know that planet quite well, too.
Very well, Amidala. You may tag along as well. Autobots, let's gear up. So Raxus Prime really is just a heap ball of scrap?
Yes, but it's where we found your new voice box and also where we met Dusty and Hound. Yes, that wasn't exactly a very good welcome, though.
No, it wasn't, but in the end we made the right decision, Dusty.
You did, and all is forgiven. It's also where Ratchet brought up the name of some of your old Autobot allies from the past.
Windblade, Ironhide, and Stillstreak? Yeah, he told me about that emotional part.
Amidala. When you called me sweetheart, I found it a bit odd, but it reminded me. I never really got to know my mother, and if you're trying to make me feel better, I appreciate that. Oh, any time, princess. We best gonna move on now.
You're right, we can't waste any more time. Autobots, let's roll out!
Padme's been acting very strange since we arrived here. She really is. I'm worried. I'm gonna find out what's wrong with her when she returns. So, how far is this Empire camp? They didn't exactly give us a proper location.
According to the information we were given, the camp shouldn't be far from this landing site. It should be just straight ahead. Then we know what to do. Autobots, transform and roll out! So glad to hear you say those famous words again, Optimus.
Let's not waste any time on this.
Autobots, roll out! Dr. Vindy?
Grand Moff Tarkin, I see you have been unable to locate the rebels, my friend.
No. After they escaped Scarif, we failed to track their location. And now, we can't seem to find them on any system. I think it's about time we take that new plan into motion and negotiate with a certain Decepticon.
Nein, that is impossible, my friend. A wise Decepticon like Megatron will never join the Empire. What makes you think he will negotiate with us?
We sent out some Imperial drones. We've been keeping an eye on him for a while, and given the condition he's in, he'll negotiate with us. I can assure that.
The Emperor already betrayed him once. What makes you think Megatron will trust him again?
And the Emperor deeply regretted that, as he thought Megatron was the only ally he really had left after his former apprentice had perished. The Emperor wants me to send you to Jakku. You're going to meet with Megatron, and bring him to us. Is your mission understood?
Yes, my friend.
This is where the camp should be located.
So, how should we take them out? Going full on or stealthy?
Hang on, we need to see how many stormtroopers are out there. Then we'll decide which way we attack. There doesn't seem to be many troops down there. We can take a full assault. Our orders are to watch these crates until we wait for more orders to have them transferred. Got it? Got it. Autobots, attack! We're being attacked by rebels. To your battle stations, men! Protect these crates!
What exactly are they protecting inside these crates?
We're about to find out.
Take cover! Take cover! Coming as support! Who was that who just took out the gunner? You'll know who I am, Padme. It's you! Out of all the jobs that you're doing, you're taking on the role of a bounty hunter? I can't believe you! Nice way to say hello to your little sister after so long. Padme, you never told us you had a little sister. You never told me that either. We fought for the war together and you didn't even tell me?
From the looks of things, none of us knew she had a sister. Are you at least going to introduce us to her?
Autobots, Jen, Ahsoka, I'd like to introduce you to my little sister, Lusty Amidala. What are you even doing out here? Looking for you, so don't start giving me that talk. You left me when I was 8 years old to go and fight in the war, and then I hear word that you're dead, and then 16 years later I'm hearing word that you're alive, and that you have kids. What is it you're not telling me, Padme? I've left you in the dark too long, Lusty, and I regret it. I promise you I'll tell you everything.
Before you do that, contact the rest of the team on Yavin 4 and tell them we are in command of this Raxus Prime Imperial camp, and that no information was found. But we do have Imperial crates we can space bridge back through.
I've done what I can, my lord, but we've got no supplies, so I won't be able to give you a new arm. Forget it. I can still fight, one arm or not. Lord Megatron, leader of the Decepticons, I assume. Who's asking? Allow me to introduce myself. Dr. Edward Vindy, scientist who has studied the law of the Transformers and a member of the Empire. I am here to negotiate with you. Negotiate with the Empire? The Empire is filth. If you want to negotiate, look elsewhere. You are not looking good, my friend, and are very low on supplies. What if I told you we can give you a new form, no weapons, and your own crew? Keep talking.
Take every single crate back, Ratchet. If they're containing parts of fallen Autobots and Decepticons, then it may have something to do with the weapon.
This to me doesn't make sense. Why would they take parts from fallen Autobots and Decepticons? I mean, they're dead, so they're practically useless.
You're right there, Jin. It doesn't make any sense.
Hey, look what I found deep in the junkyard. Darksteel's head, people. This definitely shows they're taking parts from fallen Autobots and Decepticons.
Kinda forgot, he was one of the more freaky Decepticons.
I know. We can thank Stillstreet for blasting his head off when we was on Mustafar that one time.
Near the end of the war, Order 66 was executed, and I lost my friend Stillstreak in the process, as well as your brother-in-law strangling me and attempting to kill me. Then your niece and your nephew were close to being born, and that's when I faked my death to keep my friends safe. Well, I'm still partially angry with you because you didn't tell me this before. But regardless, I'm just happy to know that my sister is still alive. So what did you do after you faked your death? I escaped Naboo, looked for Optimus, and began building a rebellion together. A few things have happened here and then, but that's all what's happened, and now here I am with you.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Lusty. But Padme, why did you not tell us you had a sister? Did anyone know?
No one knew, not even Anakin. I told no one because I wanted to keep you safe. And I feel bad because I feel like you've been on your own for the last 16 years. Not entirely true. I rescued this astromech, R3D7, and he's been beside me ever since. Very helpful astromech. Well, at least she wasn't entirely alone.
Doctor, where are my new weapons and upgrades? You made me a promise. Megatron, it's been a long time, old friend. Sidious, so you are in charge of the whole Empire operation, and you are no friend of mine after you betrayed me and killed many of my Decepticons, I'm assuming as well. That is not true. You teamed up with the Autobots, so I had no choice. And your Decepticons were not killed during Order 66. Only the Jedi and the Autobots were. Some of your Decepticons are in captivity right now. Some Decepticons have survived. Is that why you summoned me here? To negotiate of releasing them? Part of that is, yes. I know you've encountered the rebels and the Autobots countless times, and I would like for you to team up with us to destroy them. Doing so, I will guarantee your freedom. I know how much you want to destroy Optimus Prime. I accept your offer, but only if you promise me what the Doctor promised me. My new form, new weapons. I want my crew as well. And if you try anything, I will terminate you personally. Given the past events, that is understandable. I will make arrangements for your new form and weapons, as well as your crew. Welcome back to the winning team, friend. Once Megatron has arrived in his new form, you are to investigate our camp on Raxus Prime and terminate whoever is down there.
I only take orders from Lord Megatron, no one else.
Barricade is right. He only takes orders from me, and I take orders from no one. I will do things my way. Nein, this is an outrage. We gave you no form, no weapons, your own crew, and you still ain't considering to follow our orders. You are a fool, Doctor. You haven't even given me my crew yet, and if you don't let me do things my way, then consider this deal off. If you want to play that game, then consider yourself to be executed.
Execution? Oh, he's asking for it.
That won't be necessary, Doctor. Megatron can be a very useful ally to us, and if you're considering giving him the execution, then consider yourself exiled from the Empire. One of your Decepticons just got transferred here. You can meet up with him now.
We gave him weapons and a form. You should follow our orders. Nein, this is not fair. Bring him to me.
Lord Megatron, thanks to you, I'm free at last.
Nitro Zeus, It's good to know that one of my tougher Decepticons survived. The first thing we are doing is to investigate a camp on Rectis Prime. If the rebels are there, then I want Optimus Prime Spark on my desk.
Understand, my lord. I'll blow him to pieces.
Very good. Decepticons, rise up! 9. I don't think this deal with the Decepticons will work.
Believe what you want to believe, Doctor. I admire Megatron for his tactics and skills. He will be a useful ally to the Empire.
We can't keep the space bridge open any longer. It's best that we head back.
You go, Optimus. I need to have a private word with my sister. I'll contact you when we need the space bridge reopening.
Very well. Do not take too long.
Right, I suppose I should talk about my kids and where they are right now. We're under attack? Nothing to explain now. Follow me.
Doesn't seem to be anyone here. There better be, 'cause I'm eager to shoot something.
The end is near, my old treacherous friend. What a shame you'll be unable to see it. Spread out and look for anyone that's alive round here.
Talking to a head? Weirdo. Shut up.
What do you want?
We're picking up 2 life forms in the scrapyard. One of them is Padme Amidala. I want you to capture her and bring her to us. The other life form, terminate.
I would rather rip her apart, but killing the other life form will be satisfying enough.
You must really know how to annoy people, sister. Keep your eyes open and your mouth shut.
Search this junkyard. She's here. Get over here.
Let that little tin can go.
What are you trying to do here, Megatron?
You are awash in a repulsive scent. Disgusting.
Whatever you do, Lusty, don't... Hey! Put him down! Lusty? Put him down, you bucket of bolts! Final warning!
Oh, isn't that cute? Thinking she has a chance against us. Terminate her.
No! I'm the one you want, Megatron! Leave Lusty out of this!
Padme Amidala. So you decided to show yourself. Oh, this shall be interesting.
Wait, Megatron! If you want me, take me, but spare Lusty's life.
It's tempting, but no.
But you'll say that. Run for it!
Get those vile beings.
I'm on it.
Well, that wasn't a good idea. You think? You think it's bright to go out and start shouting at Decepticons?
You ain't going anywhere, Amidala.
So it comes to this. Great.
Good work, Decepticons. Now, Amidala, say hello to the Empire and goodbye to your friend.
Well, this is it, Padme. Just to remind you, I'll always love you. Just wait for it.
Waiting for what? Oh, that!
Step away from the Amidalas, Megatron. What are you doing out here?
That is none of your business, Prime. The shining back is what will I do. Finally, after so long, I finally get to blast some Autobots again. Sensei, I shall assist you. You are going down, Megatron. What a bet on it.
Hold it there, friend.
My lord, as much as I like shooting the Autobots, we're outnumbered. Until we meet again, Prime, Decepticons, retreat!
What in the allspark was all that about, Amidala? Why was Megatron surrounding you?
He said I was wanted by the Empire. From the looks of things, Megatron has teamed up with the Empire.
Megatron teaming up with the Empire? Impossible. Megatron would never join them.
Megatron would, depending on what the Empire offered him, and considering he's got a new form, new weapons, and new Decepticon allies, they offered him something big. Let's head back to Yavin 4, because I leave you for a few minutes, Padme, and this is what happens.
Never would have thought that Megatron would join the Empire. Our situation has just become a lot more worse.
You may be right, Bumblebee, but that will not stop us from pushing on.
But if those Decepticreeps ever show their faces again, we'll show those tin cans that we don't mess around.
You're right, Hound. We'll show them. Padme, your sister mentioned that you had kids. What's going on here? Not to mention, you've been acting very strange around the princess. Whatever's going on, you can trust me and Jin. I know I can trust you two. I just haven't had time to get my head on straight. Once the war came to an end, I gave birth to both my children, but I faked my death in order to keep them safe, as well as my friends. And the princess, it's my daughter, but I can't tell her that now. She'll be devastated with me. Promise me you won't say anything to her. Padme, we promise we won't say anything, but you've got to tell her at some point. You can't keep hiding the truth from her. The longer you do, the worse it will get. I know, you're right. I just need to wait for the best moment to tell her. So you're telling me I've been staring my niece in the face since I got here? What else are you not telling me? Hera, Jin, this is my little sister, Lusty. And you really can't say anything right now. I told you to keep quiet, but instead you blew our cover because you thought screaming at those Decepticons was a good idea. I was trying to save R3, but of course, you're always right and I'm always wrong, and you always insist on telling me what to do. You're not Mom. I can't even talk to you right now. I was just introducing myself to her. I didn't say anything. It's okay, Dusty. Hey, cheer up. Don't you worry. We'll talk to her. Don't you worry. Hera and I will always have your back, no matter what. Thank you, both of you. I really appreciate it. How much do you weigh? Is it true you're actually considered overweight?
Oh, it's just all my gear. It just makes me look big. No, he's a chunky Autobot.
Hey, wanna stop that?
Lusty, would you please? I'm not talking to you.
So what's our next move? With the Decepticons and the Empire teaming up, this creates a huge amount of chaos for us.
I know who can help us. Someone who's powerful, wise, and knows his way with the Force.
Optimus, are you suggesting that we...
Yes, Ratchet. It's about time we go and visit an old friend.
Obi-Wan? Master Kenobi?
Precisely, and I'll only be taking the four that know him well, because reasons I can't explain.
This Kenobi character sounds like a close friend of yours, Optimus.
Yes, Jin. A very close friend, and a very loyal friend. This is why we need someone like him to help us.
So I'm finally gonna meet this Kenobi character that you spoke of? You better get moving then. I just want to say good luck to you all. Thank you, Princess.
Right, Bumblebee, Ratchet, transform, and roll out!
I can sense, Master Kenobi. We're getting closer.
Are you sure we are in the right place, Ahsoka? This shack looks abandoned.
Master Kenobi is here. I can sense his presence still, and it's strong.
It seems like Anakin has taught you well, Padawan Tano.
Master? Master Kenobi?
Obi-Wan, it is an honor to see you again, old friend.
It is good to see you again, Obi-Wan. Same here. Good to see you alive and well. It's good to see you all again too, but I'm going to assume you're not just here for a reunion.
You're right. We came here because we need your help. We want you to join the rebellion and help us defeat the Empire.
I would, but I'm here for a purpose, Padme, and you know exactly what that purpose is. To protect your son.
Luke! Oh, please tell me he's alright and... Wait, you knew I was alive?
Huh. Guessing we weren't the first ones to find out about her being alive. Yes, I could sense your presence. To me, it was no secret.
Okay, but please tell me, is my son safe?
Yes, he is safe. I have been watching him for over a decade, Padme, and I can take you to him.
He looks so handsome. I wish I can see him fully, but I know that will be a huge risk.
He already knows who I am. It's only a matter of time before you are fully introduced to him, Padme.
And I will be looking forward to that day. Although, I'll have to awkwardly explain the truth to another person now.
You've already met your daughter.
Yes, she doesn't know yet. I need to tell her at some point before it's too late.
That would be the wise decision. Let's get back to the shack. I'm sure Ahsoka wants to ask me many questions as well.
Yes, let's go. If we're recruiting someone new to join the rebellion, we need to start planning out our tactics on how we're going to take down the Empire. If Padme was here, she would know what to do. She seems very wise. Okay, that's it. It's about time you know the truth, Princess. Lusty, don't you dare. This really is not a good time to do this. The truth? What are you talking about, Lusty? When you first met Padme, did she tell you who she really is? Yes, she did. She told me she was a commander in the rebellion. That's all I needed to know. Ah, she couldn't be much of a big liar. It's time you find out who she really is.
Commander Amidala doesn't seem like the person to keep secrets.
No, she doesn't. Can someone tell me what's going on here? Here are some secret documents on every member that's part of the rebellion. You'll find out who Padme really is. Those files you weren't supposed to have a look at, Lusty. Padme only let me and Hera have a look at those. I'll have a look just to see what's going on here. Padme Amidala. No. No! No! Please tell me this is not true!
Well, this day just got a lot more interesting, didn't it?
You're telling me.
They should be back by now. There's a question I need to ask Master Kenobi.
Just be patient, Ahsoka. If Obi-Wan was here, that's something he would tell you to do.
Bumblebee is right, Ahsoka. Just be patient. They'll be back shortly. Here they come now.
So, did you get to meet your son, Padme?
I did. From a distance. If I met him in person, I'll be putting his life at risk. Going back to what you said, Master Kenobi, you're not coming back with us to join the rebellion?
No, I won't, Ahsoka. Luke is the chosen one, and it would be a terrible risk if I leave Tatooine.
If he truly will bring balance to the Force, then it is wise that you remain here then.
It's best that you return to Yavin 4. When the time is right, we all shall meet again.
Understandable. May the Force be with you, Master Kenobi.
May the Force be with you, Ahsoka.
We're back. Have you come up with a plan?
No, and we got some bad news. Padme, Leia knows. Lusty told her everything. She even showed her those secret files. No! She didn't! Padme! I want to know the truth, and I want to know it now! Tell me the truth, and don't lie! Are you my mother? It's true. I am your mother. It's all right, sweetheart. Your aunt's here to look after you.
Is she alright?
She seems to be having a breakdown.
Leia, sweetheart, just please allow me to explain. Don't give me that sweetheart talk! Just stay away from me! What have I done?
Things are not looking bright.
No, they are not, old friend.
Padme, don't feel sorry for yourself. It's only a matter of time before Leia will talk to you. Just give it time. I honestly don't know what to do, Jin. God knows how long it's going to be before she actually talks to me again. Padme, you're not doing this alone. You've got me. You've got Jin. You've got Ahsoka. You've got the Autobots that will have your back.
Hera is right, Amidala. The situation with your daughter is not looking good, but we will do whatever we can to make it right.
Thank you. All of you. can't believe that the princess was Padme's daughter.
I know, and judging the mood the princess is in, especially don't talk about it, Dusty.
From the time I've known the princess, little missy, you never cross the line with her when she's mad.
How could she lie to my face like that? I mean me, her own daughter. My sister is a lot of things, but I can understand why she did it. Because she loves you, and she wanted to make sure that you were safe. I appreciate you telling me, Aunt Lusty, but I still can't bear the sight of her right now, which is why I'm heading back to Alderaan.
Do you want any of us to assist you on your journey, Your Highness?
No, thank you, Drift. No Autobots will be involved in this mission. You're welcome to tag along too, Aunt Lusty. And you too, Dusty. Sure, I'll tag along. It's about time I go and visit another planet. Consider a yes from me as well. I would like to know that my niece is safe. Make it quick then, because we're leaving for Alderaan now.
If you're going now, please be careful, Dusty.
Of course I will, Hound. You worry too much, big guy. So it's true? Padme is the princess's mother?
Yes, the truth has finally came out. I feel bad for Padme, though.
Padme, you've given it time. I think it's best that you go and try and talk to her now. Okay, let's do this.
Does that mean while the princess is away, I'm in charge? No.
Crosshairs, Drift, have you, seen my daughter?
Oh, sorry, Amidala, you just missed her. She's just taken off to Alderaan, along with your sister and Dusty.
What? Did she at least say why, though?
Sorry, she didn't even tell us why. It has to be something top secret.
If it's top secret, that wouldn't make sense why she would take Lusty and Dusty with her. Let's just hope they're alright.
Your Highness, we are on course to Alderaan.
Very good, Captain. Have we got the Death Star plans?
Yes, we do, my lady.
Good. With the Death Star plans in our hands, we can find out just what this weapon is capable of doing, and how we can stop it.
My lady, we are passing the Tatooine system as we speak.
Very good, Captain. It's only a matter of time before we reach Alderaan. Why have we been pulled out of hyperspace? What's going on, Captain?
I don't know, my lady. I'll find out as soon as possible. My lady, it seems we were pulled out of hyperspace, and to make matters worse, we got a Star Destroyer incoming.
They're clearly after the Death Star plans. We need to jump to light speed now!
We can't, Your Highness. The fuel tanks need to recharge before we can jump to light speed again.
If we're stuck out here, the Empire will plan a boarding party. Captain, get your men ready for their battle stations.
Of course, Your Highness.
I'll assist your men, Your Highness. We can't allow these plans to fall back into the Empire's hands. Permission granted, Dusty. And Lusty, with me. We need to hurry.
Lord Vader, we've taken the rebel ship out of lightspeed and are approaching their ship.
Excellent work, Admiral. Prepare a boarding pass.
focus, boys. I'm on fire! Don't let them get through, boys!
No!
No!
It is over, child. Tell me what the plans to the Death Star are.
Beyond your Oh!
Tell me what you have done with those plans.
Aunt Lusty, take R2 and 3PO with you and get out of here. I can't allow these plans to fall back into the Empire's hands. I will tell you.
Commander, tear the ship apart until you find those plans and bring me the passengers. I want them alive.
Understood, my lord. Move!
Leia, I sure hope you know what you're doing. Putting your life on the line like this. Trust me, I'll be alright. Now go!
Hold it right there, rebel scum. Put your hands where we can see them. My lord, you wouldn't believe who we captured aboard this ship.
Well, I wouldn't have expected the Princess of Alderaan to be in on this.
I don't know what you're talking about, Lord Vader. I am part of the Empire on a diplomatic mission to Alderaan.
You are part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor. Take her away!
We haven't heard a word from that ship in a while. Did they make it to Alderaan? I hope so. My sister and my daughter are on that ship. I contacted the princess's contactors on Alderaan, and they're claiming that the ship never arrived. Something must have happened out there.
This sounds like the Empire's doing.
If it's the Empire's doing, then we need to get out there now. My daughter and my sister are out there. God knows what the Empire has done to them.
Padme, slow down. We can't just immediately head over there. We don't even know where this incident took place.
We can find out, though. Jin, can you track that ship's last location?
Sure thing, Optimus. The ship's last location was above the Tatooine system.
Then we know where to head. Autobots, transform, and roll out! I've arrived just above the Tatooine system, and looking at the damage here, it seems like no one survived.
Judging from the wreckage, whatever the Empire was after, they wanted it badly.
There's someone floating out there in the distance.
A survivor? I'll be surprised if anyone's actually still alive out here.
No, it can't be. I never truly got to know her.
Prime? Who is it?
Bumblebee told me that she was your closest friend. I'm so sorry, Hound.
Dusty.
Looking at the wounds on her neck, it appears she was strangled to death, then had her neck snapped.
I'm gonna kill the man who took her life.
Calm down, Hound. We'll find out who did this to young Dusty soon. The best thing to do is to return to Yavin 4 and give her a good farewell.
You're right, but who would do this to Dusty? She was only a kid.
It just goes to show how brutal the Empire can be. Now let's get out of here.
Well, we may have escaped the Empire, boys, but I don't think we're gonna make it very far in this desert.
I don't mean to bring bad news, Mistress Lusty, but the chances of us surviving this desert is very low in my calculation.
Tell me something I don't know, 3PO. What's the matter with R2?
It appears that R2 has depleted the rest of his power, and my power is depleting too.
No! Come on, you guys! Don't give up now! There's a chance we can get off this planet! I failed you. I'm sorry. Dusty was only a kid. How can the Empire take the life of a child? How is Hound, since he's gotta take this all in such a short notice?
He is managing. He said he will not rest until he finds the person that took Dusty's life.
So, there was no survivors? No. Optimus reported that nobody survived that attack.
So you're telling me we also lost both the princess and the Lusty?
No! I refuse to believe that they're dead. My sister survived somehow. If I know one thing about my sister, she survives a lot of things.
Oh, thank the Maker, she's alive.
Good to see that you two are okay.
Very strange for a woman like you to be all the way out here.
I'm just passing through. Who are you?
Let's just say I'm the person who saved you from the desert and possibly being captured and becoming lunch for those Tuscan raiders.
Thank you.
You shouldn't just be thanking me. You should be thanking my friend here as well.
Well, didn't expect to see another Autobot on the Tatooine system.
Bonjour, madame. Je m'appelle Hot Rod.
Nice to meet you, Hot Rod. And who might you be?
You may call me Ben. Ben Kenobi.
These plans will stop the Empire's ultimate weapon. That's why I need to get R2 back to Alderaan as quickly as possible.
We will be happy to help you, little lady. We'll be happy to help you, but we've already got one issue already. How are we going to get off this planet?
Is there any cities nearby? I'm sure we can ask someone if we can borrow a ship.
That's going to be difficult. The people on this planet who mostly own ships are the Hutts, and they're gangsters, and they hold ships for a very high price. I'm sure we can bargain with someone else other than those scum.
Pardon me, sir, but if my calculations are correct, the chances of not bargaining with the Huts is very low.
That is a risk I am willing to take, little tin man. Very well, but before we depart, I need to go and see a certain farm boy who may be able to help us. Once again, nothing new out here in this desert.
Ah!
I suggest you pick on someone your own size, and unless you want any trouble, I suggest that you leave immediately. Are you alright, Luke? Ben? Ben Kenobi? Boy, am I glad to see you. What are you doing out here, Luke? It's far too dangerous. Exploring. Going on an adventure. There's nothing else to do on Tatooine. It's best that we head back to my shack before more of those Tusken Raiders show up.
Let's all the sand out of you, R2. Try not to fall over in the sand next time. I'm gonna guess this is the farm boy you was talking about, Ben. It's nice to meet you, young man.
Pleasure to meet you, madam. And... whoa! An Autobot! This is cool. I thought the Autobots were just legends. Oh, we are very much real. I am one of many Autobots. Je m'appelle Hot Rod.
You may need to save the introductions for later. Come on, Hot Rod. You and I are gonna plan out how to get off this planet.
Of course, little lady. It's about time we get out this dust bowl.
The Autobots are very much real, Luke. I fought beside many of them during the war. You fought in the Cybertron Clone Wars? Yes, I did. Uncle Owen told me that my father fought in the Cybertron Clone War. Do you know whatever happened to him? Yes, your father wanted you to have this when you were younger. What is it? Your father's lightsaber is a true weapon of a Jedi Knight. Not as clumsy as a blaster. Very civilized weapon. I would hardly call them civilized. So, what was my father like during the war? Your father was a brilliant Jedi, never backing down from a battle, and he fought bravely, until he met his end by the hands of Darth Vader. Who's he? Darth Vader, he was a pupil of mine, a good apprentice, and he was a good friend. Then what happened? Vader was seduced by the dark side of the Force. When that happened, he hunted down and killed the remaining Jedi and Autobots, as well as your father. Now the Jedi and the Autobots are all but extinct.
We've come up with a plan. We go to the nearest city and buy a ship, whether it's a regular or the Hutts.
An adventure? Oh, it's about time I get off this dustball planet.
That's the attitude I'd like to see from someone. Let's go! Right, let's go!
Let's go and save the galaxy. So, how far is this town, Luke?
We'll be able to see the city from a distance when we get near the edge of this cliff, Hot Rod.
Very well. I will meet you when you reach the cliff. I didn't expect the city to be this close to your shack, Ben.
So is this the right city? The one that sells the most ships?
Yes, with any luck we'll be able to borrow a ship or get a transport to Alderaan. Who would have thought our princess would secretly be working for the rebels and the Autobots?
Tarkin, I would have known you'd be holding Vader's leash. I could smell your foul stench the moment I was brought on board.
We tore her ship apart, and there were no sign of the Death Star plans.
If you won't tell us what the plans are, then you can at least tell us where your base is, and if not, we'll demonstrate this station's weapon by destroying your home world of Alderaan.
What? You can't do that. Alderaan is a peaceful planet.
Then tell us where the rebels and the Autobots are hiding. If you don't want Alderaan destroyed, I suggest you give us a location now, Princess.
Utapau. The Utapau sisters where they're hiding.
Thank you, Princess. You may fire when ready.
What? No!
You didn't think we wouldn't fire on Alderaan after you gave us the location. Fire! It's only a matter of time until we find your rebel and Autobot friends. Take her away.
Once we have located their base, what do we do with the rebels and the Autobots?
Destroy the planets they are on, and be rid of these scum for good. Oh. You alright, Ben? What's wrong? I felt a great disturbance in the force. It felt like a million voices were crying out to me, and then were suddenly silenced. I feel like something terrible has happened.
I'm sure it was nothing. Now let's hurry up and get a ship.
You're right. Let's get to move on. My lord, did you see what happened to that planet? It just popped!
A weapon capable of destroying an entire planet. It just goes to show how much power the Empire holds.
You summoned me here, Lord Megatron?
Yes, firing that weapon used up a lot of energy. I need you to travel to the Shadow Zone and gather more Kyber crystals.
I appreciate your assistance on gathering Kyber crystals, Megatron, but what exactly is this Shadow Zone you speak of?
When two space bridges open up, they create this portal leading to the Shadow Zone. It's another dimension where most Kyber crystals can be found, and that's exactly where I'm sending Barricade.
I will not fail you, Lord Megatron. I'll bring back as many Kyber crystals as we need.
Good. We need plenty of Kyber crystals to keep the weapon going. Even with Alderaan destroyed, the rebels and the Autobots will stop at nothing to destroy this fully armed battle station. We can attempt to capture Optimus Prime. I've seen it beforehand. Without the Autobots' leader, they're helpless.
Do you have a plan set out? Optimus Prime doesn't look like the kind of Autobot to easily fall into people's traps.
As someone who knows Prime quite well, I know exactly how to draw him in.
Very well then. I'll send some of my troops to assist you on this plan of yours.
No, I do not need your troops. I can handle Optimus Prime. Come, Nitro Zeus, we have an Autobot to capture.
I've lost contact with our team on Alderaan for some reason. I think communications might be jammed. How could our communications be getting jammed? The Empire sure as hell doesn't know where we are.
Ahsoka, try boosting the signal. It could possibly be weak.
I'm looking at all the systems in the galaxy, and it seems like Alderaan isn't there anymore. It's like it just vanished.
Gone? What are you talking about? Planets don't just disappear.
No, not disappeared, more like destroyed. Alderaan has been completely annihilated.
Destroyed? Annihilated? Who could have so much power to destroy an entire planet?
Most likely the Empire. Could this possibly be the secret weapon they have been building? If the Empire holds this much power, then what chance do we have?
There is always a chance, RC. Always. No matter what the situation is.
Even with a chance, we're at a disadvantage. There was a lot of allies we had on Alderaan, and now they're just all gone in a blink of an eye.
I'm receiving a transmission from some troops on Raxus Prime. Says they need help. If I just lost half my contactors on Alderaan, then it's best that we go and help any of our troops scattered across the galaxy and bring them back here immediately.
That is a wise idea, Amidala. I don't know who they need help from, but it's best that we go and help them quick. Troops, we received your message. What's wrong?
Optimus, thank God you're here. We need your help.
Troops, what exactly is going on here?
Optimus, thank God you're here. We need your help.
We know you need our help. You just said that.
Something isn't right here.
Optimus, thank God you're here. We need your...
Holograms. They're fakes.
This was a setup.
Optimus, it's been a while.
Megatron. Were those holograms just used to lure us here?
You know me too well, Prime.
Smart tactic for a Decepticon.
Make your jokes, RC, but I can assure you you won't be laughing for long.
What exactly do you want from us, Megatron?
Optimus, you are the person I want.
Why take a sudden interest in me all of a sudden, Megatron?
None of your business. You're coming with us, Prime, whether you like it or not.
We'll see about that. Ah!
You're going down, little missy. Do you really think you can win against me this time, Prime?
It's a strong possibility.
If all you Decepticons just want to cause destructions, then your lives are meaningless.
Drop your weapons, Optimus, unless you want Padme Amidala's brains to be splattered all over the junkyard.
Leave her out of this, Megatron. This fight is between you and me.
Then drop your weapons, or she gets it.
Don't listen to him, Optimus. Shoot him. Finish him off.
Do what he says, RC.
You made the right choice, Prime. Nitro Zeus, now!
With pleasure, my lord.
Optimus! Ah!
Follow us and Optimus and Amidala die.
Ratchet. Ratchet, I need an immediate space bridge. We have a problem.
So they just took Optimus and Senator Amidala? Where to, exactly?
I don't know, Ratchet. I couldn't pursue them because he would have killed Optimus if I did.
What are we gonna do? We're not exactly in a good situation, are we? Dusty's dead. Hound is having some sort of breakdown over that, and both of our commanders have now been kidnapped by the Empire.
We may be at a disadvantage, but doesn't mean we don't have a chance. Like Optimus said, there's always a chance. Always. And we're gonna do what we can to find him.
Finding stuff in the shadow zone is hardly a good thing, so please, Barricade, tell me exactly what you have found.
A few things, my lord, and someone. By the primes, he lives.
Soundwave. Just the tactical advantage we need.